They do their service. Those native people, right? We're just no shoes. How y'all doing?
Good.
Yeah. I'm so glad she took that elephant out of the room for me. This was quite a week. We had Valentine's Day. Actually, before that, we had a special healing circle of the practitioners for a special being who's actually watching right now. Then we had Valentine's Day. Then we had Chinese New Year's, which didn't even get a mention. The Vista Conference. Mardi Gras. Didn't get a mention either. And then we had the last class for the power of decision. Then we had our wonderful Pratt class where we all talked about faith. Welcome to my week. It is just wonderful. You know, there was a lot of debating whether or not that Prince Krishna should even be mentioned today, because we were taught until you fully process, it's not a real good idea to get up in front of people. Because sometimes you might be in a puddle or you might do something and then everybody's got all that awkwardness, you know, it's like, and do we need to take care of him? I mean, I've seen it. But this is what happened last night, and it was very powerful because I was kind of fooling around with this talk and nothing could come. And it's because I was trying to figure out a talk that would go around Prince Krishna till next week so I could process. And I said, God, you're micromanaging everything, man. And so what happened with that entire thing is that I said no. So I got on there and I put it on Facebook, and he's got a fan club. They don't respond to my messages. That many. It was like 115 the last we looked. And I said, you got a fan club, my friend. And last weekend, I believe I talked about the idea of the risk of loving. Ah, sweet spirit, always teaching me a lesson. I'm telling you. And what happened was I said, it is worth it. And Rita and I just want to say, if you're going to dance through this, it was beautiful to dance with this one. Because I'm going to tell you, I never knew crying could be so ugly. Have you ever looked in the mirror? Holy crap! I was like, heaving and wrenching and falling. And I didn't do that good when I was an actor. And then, snot everywhere. And then I'm going, oh, my God. And I just happened to look up in the mirror. And I went, oh, my God. You are so distorted right now. My eye was down here. It was just, I was like, whoa. And then I realized I kept checking in. With awareness, my interior, I kept checking in. Where are you, Patrick? I said, right now I'm sad. Right now I'm angry. It was like somebody took the 5 steps of grief and added about 20 on and just flung them at me. And guess what? It's okay. I lived through it. We all do. And there's a gift in this. And there's nothing worse than when you're ugly crying, and someone goes, there's a gift in this. It's like, no, there's not. You're supposed to be happy when you open a gift. Oh, my sweet Krishna. I've been in love with only Rita, not Brene Brown or... we talked about it last week. Feeling love to that degree. And I went, I am so alive. I am so alive. So it came to faith. It says, is your faith in crisis? No, I'm depending on it. I'm depending on it right now because I want to say, and if you're a religious scientist, you're treating, and they don't come through, loser. That's these things that come in your head. I'm just being real with you, like I always am with you. That's why I'm talking about it today. Because I wanted my treatment to work, and I said, how come my love, these are the questions, why didn't my love save him? Ever been there? Because he has his own path. He has his own way. He's Giselling all. We could go on and on. I can't micromanage. I can only come from a place of love. And that wasn't his thing. So I want you to know a miracle happened for us on Wednesday night. He was gone and treatment works. I said, dude, we haven't said goodbye. You're my buddy. You can't just leave. And he came home. Miss Kitty went and got him. That's the other cat that now believes she owns the whole home now. And she's grieving right now, by the way. And so he was home. And I could just feel him saying, I really need to go. Stop pulling me back. But I'm going to do this because I love you. And I got to say goodbye. I got to get on the floor. I got to be up all night and no sleep and big old bags on my eyes, so I even looked better when I cried the next day. And he just let us go, and he walked into his nature. He said, and walked away with pride. Y'all okay? Because I got somewhere to go. He looked like a tiger. So where did faith come into this? I wrote this. I said, faith is not an insurance policy to protect and keep you out of pain. Faith assures us that should pain arrive, that there is a power available inside here to back us. That's what I found out about faith. Faith isn't a thing that says, if you have complete faith, and spirituality does it too. If I can just get this spirituality thing down, no pain my way. No. It means that when it arrives and it feels like someone's ripping your heart out, that you go, there's a bottom somewhere. I know there's a bottom. I know there's a bottom. Ernest Holmes, he said, by some divine interior awareness, call it what we will, there is an intuition within man, woman, which pushes him, her forward. There is a divine spark which has never been entirely extinguished. The prayer of faith and belief, communion with the soul, with its source, fans the spark into a divine blaze in whose light dark shadows no longer lurk. This is inspiration. This is illumination. This is perception of wholeness. Yeah. You know, you can get up here every week and talk to stuff. But how does it look when it arrives at your door? And I am proud of us. I'm proud of Rita and myself, but I'm really proud of this community. That we can trust you a lot, because I'm going to tell you something. Trust is an interesting thing. This is raw. And I trust the love that I'm looking at right now to support that. And so my little thing about, I can't go there tomorrow because I'm going to have to do this. And then the following week, I've got all down, day 14, I'll be able to. This is it. I said last week, 'tis better to have what? Loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Never to have loved at all. And then I woke up one morning, must have been yesterday, with we kept checking in. What's your feeling now? Depressed. And then I had made a little joke, and then I went, humor. What the hell? That's humor. And then I found out another thing. I woke up and I went, void, shut down, empty. And then I went for a walk. I realized the only reason you're empty is because you don't want to feel the pain. So I go, wow, this feels really good. It's empty. I'm empty. I'm empty. I'm thinking, you're lying, but you can be empty for a while if that'll help you. Marianne Williamson says, faith isn't blind, it's a visionary. Wow. I'm at such a place of calmness right now. And I want to thank you for that. This is something globally we can remember. We are, as a culture and as a species, in the midst of a great awakening. Oof. And no one ever said that the awakening was going to be a big parade and bands and fireworks. Didn't say that, though I will plan for that as well. But it's the great awakening, remembering that there is a nature of things, an inherent divine design. The more aware of and in alignment with that design we become, the more we will experience the deep desires of our hearts and souls. And perhaps together we can create a world that works for everyone. Until we can get real, until it's okay to heave and show your feelings and be okay with them, till you can stand up there and go, you know what? I'm a mess. Look how powerful I am. Nobody cried like Patrick and Rita the last couple days. Look in the mirror. That's really the wake-up call, when you look in the mirror. And then today it was ending with self-love, and I thought it was perfect. It was perfect. Spirit, my friends, we're never left alone to discover ourselves. We've already been discovered. We just have to let some of the armor go. A lot of my armor came off this week, and I'm not putting it back on. It's too heavy. It's too heavy to do. So I would like to end this with a kind of an a cappella song. And I can only do 4, or I'll end up with the ugly face, and then you guys all snap your cell phones on it and go, ugh. Okay, so here's the deal. Like you would do that to me. No, here's the deal. Rita always sang to Krishna, and he loved it. So I wanted to end with this. I'm going to kind of half talk, but just because I want to give Krishna his proper send-off. So Wendy says to Peter Pan, where do you live? He said, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Yes, I would. Are you sure? I'm sure. I have a place where dreams come true and time is never planned. It's not on any chart. You must find it with your heart. Never, never land. Let's sing it for him, shall we? I have a place where dreams are born and time is never planned. It's not on any chart. You must find it with your heart. Never, never land. You never have to grow up, my dear Krishna. None of us have to grow up. Namaste.
Namaste.